Fishy, I know that you got a chance to take a look at the transcript. I saw some of it myself, talking about, oh, well, give me a bill to mandate that all companies give 7 days maternity and illness leave, and I'll sign it right away because we're the last free nation in the world that doesn't give doesn't say that we need to have these things. The more ways that the government is controlling you, and you get to pick when you go and search for a job, whether you want these things and if that's a deal breaker or not, and there's absolutely no consequences. Absolutely, if you ask that question of and then what if you get the mandated pregnancy and illness leave, you don't really get the answer to what happens then and who gets to have their job removed because of these things. So.
Right. Well, I will admit I did not listen to the State of the Union. I haven't listened to one in years. I've read transcripts. However, I did not get to read this transcript because the link that I was given didn't work. So I'm going to do the smart thing. And because I have been referencing Tony Katz, I'm going to go back to Tony and just read through some of his tweets, because that is the appropriate way to experience the State of the Union address, is through tweets. Because what some clever people do is they go back and they look at their notes from previous State of the Union addresses and they compare. And this is like, what, the 6th now? Is this number 6? Where we're...
I was going to say, it's like a fruitcake. It's like the traditional fruitcake.
Yes.
Every year we have the same fruitcake, except every year it's got different decorations on it. So that's all it is. It's the same fruitcake.
Yes. Yes. So here he says, Tony's tweeting in response, "No threat is greater than climate change." Great, said ISIS. So apparently that line went out there. They're talking about apparently some poverty programs. Tony responds, "Haven't we proven that capitalism is the best way to eradicate poverty?" Well, if you ask Bono, he'll even tell you that. So I know that President's rather fond of Bono. Let's see. Here's Obama not talking about radical Islam. "The bankrupt ideology of violent extremism" is a phrase he used, but he wouldn't say terrorism. Oh, no, wait.
So our enemy is not ISIS, it's BIVE, bankrupt ideology of violent extremism, so we're fighting against BIVE?
BIVE, yeah, well, Daesh, BIVE,
BIVE.
So many things. Apparently he did say the word terrorism. I'm wrong. Tony applauds it. Here's another quote from Tony. "This is where Obama explains how he understands the world stage better than the rest of us." So, yeah, there was a lot of that. It's great. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Apparently there's a veteran, hiring a veteran program. That's a good thing. Lauding Vice President Biden's great work. And then, drink! That's awesome. And then he says, "Chicago, where college is free if you live long enough to go." So apparently, college in Chicago came up. I don't know. 7 days of paid sick leave. So that's another thing. Tony asks, why 7? Why not 10, 20, 5,000? Going through the whole thing. It looks like he hit on the same thing that he always does, the same promises we knew to expect. It seems like to me that this has become sort of a sweepstakes. The speech is a sweepstakes. It's, whoever he can amass enough people together to put their votes in, and then they'll get a bonus out of it at the end if they win.
For all of those who call on division in the right, who say, "I'm going to pull out, I'm not going to vote Republican, I'm going to go third party, or I'm too mad at Boehner." And by the way, I'm a Tea Partier. I share a lot of their feelings, but not their strategy. Those who feel that they want to pull back and divide, here's my message. I hope you watch the State of the Union address, because all of those who united are the ones who are preventing all of that from happening. Everything he listed tonight, if enough people had followed you and split off in November, all of that would be happening, and worse. But thankfully, enough people did not agree with you and did unite, and now all of it isn't happening. There is no in between. You either have the votes on Capitol Hill or you don't. And because of the numbers and unity of the Democratic Party, the numbers to stop everything that was in the State of the Union address only come through unity.
You know,
The absolute only thing I care about the State of the Union is I want to see a picture of what Sheila Jackson Lee is wearing. It's the only thing
absolutely magnificent. Between
Blue.
her...
Blue.
She's wearing blue today?
Blue? Yes, not red. Blue. I didn't see this. I saw this on come across my feed. Blue with the bagel thing on the head.
Awesome. And she's been there for hours. You know it. Queen.
Absolutely. Brittany Pounders actually did report that on Facebook.
What would we do
need
without
to
Sheila?
have we need to have a congressional who wore it best. It would be awesome. That would be great. We need to get we need Twitchy to go and do that. I'm sure they have reporters with time on their hands to go and do that. Talking about issues that are important to a constituency and fall into conservatism, that is not watering down your message. That is making your message more effective. It's being a better messenger, and it's doing more for the cause.